There are a lot of things to keep track of in Zenless Zone Zero, and if you don't, you could miss out on valuable rewards like Polychrome, account XP, or character materials. So, today I'll tell you everything you should be doing daily, weekly, and monthly in Zenless Zone Zero. Think of this as a little checklist to make sure that you're getting all of the rewards possible. First of all, let's start with the video store. At the start of each day, you can speak to the bamboo behind the counter and you can choose someone to run the store as well as which movies to put on display. This is a free source of dennies, and depending on who you have running the store, you will also earn different rewards. Personally, I would recommend putting an S-rank agent here because they will give you 5 tactical chips every day of their own element. Now, it may not seem like much, but it's literally free rewards, so it's a welcome bonus. After setting up the store, we can visit the newsstand and do a daily scratch card, as if there wasn't enough gacha elements in the game already. Most of the time you will get dennies, but there is a chance you could get 20, 40, or even 60 polychrome if you're lucky. After the scratch card, you can go over to the coffee shop and drink a coffee of your choice. This gives you 60 energy, as well as boosting the drop rate from a selected farming node for one 20 stamina card. Depending on the day, the bonuses available to you will vary. This means that the next time you do one of those farming nodes, you will receive double rewards for one of those card sets that you use. Speaking of farming nodes, let's head over to the HIA where we can use that double drop rate. Here you can spend your energy on upgrade materials where each card costs 20 energy. You can stack these up to 5 to have a 100 energy usage all in one go, or you can also run the 40 energy expert challenges, which give resources used for leveling up your agent's core passives. The last alternative to use your energy is the routine cleanups to farm disk drives. I feel like it goes without saying, but please make sure to use up all of your energy, or at least try not to go over the cap of 240 energy, because once you reach the cap, any energy that you are not getting is essentially resources that you're missing out on, as well as account XP that you are missing out on. You earn 1 energy every 6 minutes, and with a maximum of 240 energy, that means you have a full 24 hours between using up all of your energy. Now, if you've done all of the previous things, then you can open up your errands tab and claim your daily rewards, which include some polychrome, account XP, and a small amount of character resources. Last but not least though, for the daily things is to text your agents. Every day you can message up to 3 different agents, and this will boost your trust with them and give you a nice little interaction with them. And upon reaching certain values, you can earn some rewards such as their live wallpaper. This is also how you unlock the option to have your agents work for you in the store. Next up are the weekly things to do. These reset every Monday, and the most important of which are the notorious hunts, which you should do 3 times a week. The rewards you get from these notorious hunts are the rarer items that you need for upgrading your agent's core passives, as well as some other materials you can use for acquiring disk drives and a currency that you can use for a monthly shop, which I'll get into a bit later. Technically, you can do these more than 3 times, but you only get rewards on the first 3. Each week, there are also challenges associated with doing these hunts in a certain time frame, but I wouldn't worry too much about these. Going back to our errands tab where we saw our dailies, there is actually also a special weekly errand that you can do as well. It is a one-time thing that gives you 300 XP, and all you have to do is you can choose any 2 simple activities. For example, eating a cup of noodles and also taking a picture of a little cat next to the noodle stand. Next is the roguelike Hollow Zero mode. And the main thing you want to keep an eye on is the bounty commissions. Each week you have a limit on the amount of investigation points you can receive from completing Hollow Zeros, and these points contribute to your license level, which reward you account XP, polychromes, and some bamboo goodies. We also have bounty commissions, which give you polychromes and even a master tape. On the right side you have certain tasks to do, 3 of them, and if you don't like one of them, you can always refresh to change what the task is. And on the left is a task that simply asks that you complete any Hollow Zero a certain amount of times. The first 2 times you do this, you will earn polychrome, and after that you will earn Z merits, a currency that I will go over in just a second. Now, technically speaking, you can do Hollow Zero up to 15 times each week, and each of those times you will receive the dennies that you find within the mission, and this doesn't cost you any energy. So technically speaking, it is a free way to farm dennies, but that's up to you if you want to do Hollow Zero 15 times. One other thing that you can do every week, although I wouldn't really recommend it, is visiting the bamboos outside of the convenience store, who will sell you upgrade materials for dennies. Now, the reason why I don't really recommend this is that if you look at the A rank section of goods, each of these purple materials cost over 20,000 dennies. Now, I know you're probably looking at your stack of 2 or 3 million and thinking, that's basically nothing, it's pocket change. But things do get expensive. For example, it takes 200k to promote an agent from a max level of 40 to a max level of 50. Also, the denny farming stage that costs 20 energy only rewards you with just over 20,000 dennies anyway. So at the end of the day, you could just use that 20 energy to do the regular farming stage of that material material, where you're guaranteed to get enough of the blue version to craft up a purple one, and then also a chance of getting an additional purple one anyway. Lastly are the monthly things to do. First is the store. Each month, 2 A ranks are available in the store to buy using the currency that you acquire when doing pulls. If there is somebody you like and you really want their dupes, or if you don't even have them yet, this is a great way to get them, guaranteed. Buying a character like this is essentially the equivalent of spending 7 rolls, since you could have bought tapes for that same amount of currency. However, when you consider that in order to guarantee an A rank, it takes at least 10 pulls, and then you still have to hope that it is the correct character that you want. I mean, in theory, if you buy the 7 rolls, you could get lucky and get them anyway, but that's a bit of a risk. So if you're the gambling type of person, feel free to go for that. Otherwise, if you want a guaranteed of a certain character, feel free to buy them this way. Otherwise, you can also purchase 5 standard and 5 limited pulls each month, as well as some boupons too, which you should absolutely do. These will always be listed as a discounted price, so may as well take advantage of them. Next up is the shop, where you can exchange the currency you receive from Hollow Zero and Notorious Hunts, over here by Casper at Scott Outpost. The first tab uses the Z merits that you acquired from Hollow Zero, and with this you can buy some boupons, some gacha tickets, and character materials. These of course refresh at the start of each month, and in the second tab you can purchase more boupons, more character materials, and most importantly, the things that you need for drive disc tuning to get S-rank discs, as well as selecting which main stat a disc rolls with, which is thanks to the tuning calibrator. The second tab uses investigation points that you receive from Notorious Hunts, as well as Shiyu Defense. Speaking of Shiyu Defense, the first 10 stages, which are called the stable nodes, are permanent. However, after completing these stages with any rank, the so-called critical stages unlock. These are 7 stages that all have the same stage modifier, unlike the 10 from before, and these reset each month, as well as their rewards, which include Polychrome, investigation merits, and tuning discs. These critical nodes are considered Zenless Zone Zero's true endgame though, so don't feel too pressured to try and clear it with S ranks, just try to clear what you can for the rewards. So, those are the things that you should be doing daily, weekly, and monthly in Zenless Zone Zero. If you found this video helpful, liking, subscribing, and commenting is greatly appreciated. So until next time, bye bye!